Good day, everyone. As we already learned all about the corporate and business strategy, as of this moment, we are going to present to you a comprehensive corporate and business strategy for St. Paul University Surigao, in particular to Bachelor of Science in Accountancy program and Bachelor of Science in Accounting Information System program. As you notice in the slide presented, it's all about our content that is divided actually into two parts. First part will be all about the accountancy program, and second part is all about the accounting information system program. But both parts contain the corporate and business strategies.
So corporate strategy is the organization's top strategic plan that describes the company's overarching goals and orientations, as well as how they will be realized through strategic management activities. So it is a long-term, well-defined vision of a company's or organization's path. And for the BSA program, corporate strategy is really essential in order to enhance and improve the status and the performance of the course. So through entailing the overall direction of the program, it extracts a greater opportunity in the industry. Industry life cycle model for BSA program. So in the introductory stage, the school must attempt to raise awareness about the BSA program. So there are still a small percentage of BSA students who lack the ability to comprehend complicated accounting problems, and there aren't enough professors to teach and assist BSA students in their chosen path. So the actions needed to be taken is that the SPUS BSA program must ensure that the course, as well as the numerous career prospects available to accountancy graduates, is advertised through various channels, such as posting useful information announcements on the school or department's Facebook page in order to get the attention of the upcoming college students. The school must also hire the best CPA professors who will assist the BSA students in fully comprehending and understanding all the courses, particularly the important ones. In growth stage, the BSA program is already known to students. Some of the BSA students are now capable of understanding different accounting equations and concepts. Moreover, at this stage, since the program is already known, of course, there will be an increasing number of students and will probably hire an additional professors. So the actions needed to be taken is that the SPUS BSA program must continue to provide a high-quality education for BSA students. And to provide such quality education, SPUS must hire exceptional teachers in order to give the greatest education possible for all BSA students. Additional standards must also be placed to ensure that this program continues to run, such as the retention policy, which states that all BSA students must have a grade of at least 88 in major subjects and at least 85 in minor subjects. Furthermore, the BSA program shouldn't only focus on the academic perspectives of the students. Some BSA students must participate in other events to demonstrate their talents or the other talents in addition to their analytical and problem-solving abilities. In the maturity stage, it is where BSA students are now in their last years of education. They are already equipped with different knowledge and skills they have learned over the past years of studying. BSA students are now capable of applying all the accounting concepts into their day-to-day living. So the actions needed to be taken is that the SPUS BSA program must ensure that all graduating BSA students pass the MAC board examination or any qualifying examination first, so that they will be fully prepared to take the CPA licensure examination. Furthermore, all BSA graduates must be able to apply the things they have learned, especially the important accounting concepts, in real-life situations. And for the decline stage, it is where the number of BSA students decreases and the number of CPA board exam passers decreases. So the actions needed to be taken is that the SPUS BSA program must continue to provide high-quality education to students and must strictly implement the retention policy to all BSA students. Because a decline stage may happen if the school's performance in the board exam will continue to have zero passing rate for 3 consecutive years. Vision. The SPUS Accountancy Program aspires to be a regional center of excellence in the field of accounting, responsible for serving a larger community by providing quality accounting education, offering an exceptional accounting learning experience for students, and delivering high-quality, cutting-edge, rigorous accounting programs for undergraduate and graduate students from a variety of backgrounds and interests. Mission. The SPUS accountancy program provides equal chances and excellent accounting education by delivering relevant knowledge and skills to students utilizing sophisticated technology that are critical to their personal and professional development. The program aspires to create certified accountants who will serve the region's greater population. And for the values, teaching, research, and service excellence are continually improved and recognized. And second, as stakeholders in accounting programs, students, businesses, and society all have different perspectives. Third, professional qualifications and core competencies are valued and necessary for long-term professional success. Fourth, organizational and societal receptivity to change. And lastly, faculty, students, administrators, and other stakeholders share a sense of belonging and collegiality. Strategic goals and actions for BSA program. So our ultimate goal is to develop competent and ethical professional accountants who will have a significant impact on the profession and society in which they operate throughout their careers. The BSA program provides students with a solid foundation of professional knowledge, skills, values, ethics, and attitudes that will help them grow and adapt to change throughout their careers. The program also prepares students for CPA licensure exam as well as jobs in commerce and industry, public practice, government, and education sectors, all of which are carefully blended with the primary goal of educating students for a successful long-term professional accounting career. So first, assist diverse stakeholders in making strategic and operational choices by presenting and analyzing financial data and information derived from the company's transactions. Second, acquire and maintain professional competencies through relevant job experience and continuing professional development. Third, pursue additional professional licenses such as Certified Public Accountant and certifications in order to obtain global qualifications to progress to international work environment. Fourth, follow the professional code of ethics when practicing accounting. Fifth, actively participate in gender-sensitive activities aimed at improving the local community, professional organization, and society as a whole. And lastly, generate knowledge in the fields of technology, development, and gender relations through interdisciplinary research and publications. The BSA program outcomes. So first, to produce graduates with the academic and technical expertise necessary to pass the CPA licensure or CAT licensure examination. And second, to prepare graduates to enter the workforce as successful accountants and financial professionals.
Nature of the BSA program. This program offers general accounting education to students interested in pursuing a technical accounting career. Furthermore, the Accountancy Act of 2004 specified that this is the curriculum that qualifies anyone to take the CPA exam. Accountancy as a field of study entails providing verification and audit services for statutory financial reporting, tax-related services, management consulting services, collaborating in management decision-making, devising strategy, result and control system, and providing expertise in financial reporting and control to assess various stakeholders in making decisions. Accounting is perhaps one of the most difficult courses available to students today. To remain in the program, you will need to be the best, the finest, the extraordinary, according to Dean. It is also one of the most sought-after careers, which is why many incoming freshmen enroll in the BSA program. Geographical scope. Local to regional will be the primary scope of the SPUS BSA program to enter with. Given the fact that there are also schools and universities offer BSA program within the area, SPUS also established quality over schools which have the same course. Organization in terms of program development. The BSA Accountancy Program of St. Paul University, Surigao is a certified member of Regional and National Federation of Junior Philippines Institute of Accountants, or JPEA. Being a member of has affiliation to the said organization, accountancy student of St. Paul University, Surigao will develop and improve their skills more and know more knowledge that will be advantageous to the profession. Horizontal integration for BSA program. The corporate strategy that is introduced in the BSA program is the horizontal integration. Horizontal integration is a growth strategy, specifically an inorganic growth, which expanding the business through merging or acquisition. Horizontal integration of business within the same sector draws organization looking to access a larger market or offer more product services. It can result in product diversity. Higher corporate size reduce competition and economies of scale. Emerging that ideas the BSA program. Somehow, the SPUS BSA program is actually having collaboration from different sectors or companies which at the same time are giving advantage related to BSA program. Henceforth, it is offering an edge to the SPUS BSA program is attracting aspiring accountancy students. Acquiring or merging with another company that operates with the same activity. So, in the BSA program in SPUS has collaboration with TESDA in C3 bookkeeping, SAP, and Quipper for more effective learning. Done because it is makes sense from the strategic perspective. It makes sense in strategic perspective given that the mission and vision of the BSA program fails to provide quality accounting education and to offer an exceptional accounting learning experience for students, or because the target company has great potential and has developed a product that's growing faster than the industry. In collaboration like TESDA, SAP, and Quipper, the SPUS BSA program will tend to develop a product with excellence and expertise. The goal, gain market share and expand to new markets. The goal, gain a competitive edge over the rival school with having the same course like BSA accountancy.
Purpose of business strategy. One of the hot button issues impacting corporate success or failure is business strategy. Even if a company has a budget, sales forecasts, operational plans, and even visions, ideals, and targets, if there is no crystallization and articulation of the organization's future and choosing how to go from where they are to where they want to go, the company will still be in critical condition. In short, businesses will confront dangers front on if they do not have a strategic plan in place. Establishing a business strategy helps you to get comprehensive clarity, launch efforts, manage resources, and achieve more success than it has ever been. Strategic management aids in the solidification of an organization's future by charting a clear path from where it is now to where it wants to be in the future. In terms of BS and accountancy program, adopting business strategy is critical since first and foremost, without understanding the aim of this program, business strategy and activities are likely to fall short. Therefore, implementing business strategy will guarantee that everything from strategic development to performance activities is focused on creating actual value and developing a strong collaborative relationship for the betterment of future involvement. In general, a strategic planning process in an accounting program is vital. Accounting offers value to a firm by providing valuable financial data for strategic decision making. In particular, there is growing demand for accountants who have business management knowledge and capabilities. Efficient ways to maintain the standards of BS and accountancy. So minimum GPA per semester at least 85%. All CPA license courses will be graded at the end at least 88%. Final grade in all business education courses at least 85%. Final grade in all general education courses except math and English at least 85%, and final grade in math and English courses at least 88%. Qualifying examination for incoming second year students at least 75% zero-based rating, and comprehensive examination for third and fourth year students at least 85% of examinees will pass the aforementioned examination test, and
mock CPA licensure examination and performance evaluation, no rating below 80% in any CPA licensure courses. At least 80% of reviewees will meet the minimum average of 80%, and CPA licensure examination at least within the national passing average for 2014 to 2015 and 5 points higher starting 2016 to 2017. Characteristics of ethics and behaviors: no disciplinary record, including within and outside of the university, such as stealing, dishonesty, causing damage to property and individuals, and the like. And in terms of communication skills, test of English for international communication, speaking, and writing score of at least 860 is required, as well as passing score on equivalent examination.
The business strategies that have been employed to the analysis of the BSA program in St. Paul University, Surigao are SWOT analysis, which stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. SWOT analysis is a method for evaluating these four components in the BSA program. SWOT analysis can help in order to make the most of what the SPUS BSA has to offer. Through this technique, we also about to know such weaknesses and threats, which will make lower the chances of failing by recognizing where we are weak and removing threats that may otherwise catch us off guard. Second is the Michael Porter's 5 forces. Michael Porter, a Harvard Business School professor, developed the method to assess the attractiveness and potential profitability of a sector. Since its initial release in 1979, it has grown to become one of the most widely used and highly acclaimed company strategy tools. Porter's 5 forces is a basic but effective technique for assessing the competitiveness of the SPUS BSA program environment and determining its potential. This is helpful since we understand the dynamics in our environment that might affect our performance, and we can alter our approach accordingly. Through this technique, we might take full advantage of a strong position or strengthen a frail one to prevent making mistakes in the future. Next is the game theory or the co-op. It is the practice of simulating the strategic interaction between a student and a professor in a system with predetermined rules and outcomes, which is employed in a variety of areas that may be utilized to evaluate the student-professor relationship in the BSA program. Next is the game theory, the prisoner's dilemma. The dilemma that the inmates here confront is that whatever the other does, each is better off confessing than keeping silent. However, the outcomes of both confessing is worse for each than the consequence of both remaining silent. For the fifth one is gaining a competitive advantage. In gaining a competitive advantage, there are 3 things to be considered: the assess resources, appraise resources, and develop the resources. For the competitive advantage, using the niche or focus strategy in its most basic form, focus strategy or niche strategy refers to focusing on a restricted and particular market sector. The focus approach is based on the principle of developing, marketing, and selling a single product to a specific group of clients. In application to BSA program, this method can be utilized in developing, marketing, and leading the way of BSA students in the field of their chosen course. The SWOT analysis for the BSA program. For the strengths, we have a good facilities for the improvement of the program, which includes computer laboratory, library with enough learning materials, and accessible e-library. We have also great professors who are actually CPAs, Juris Doctors, MBA, and any other degrees in terms of teaching and practice. We have also an accounting accreditation, which is actually a member of the Regional Federation of GPEA and National Federation of GPEA. Another strength is the collaboration with TESDA, SAP, and Kuiper, and most of all, applying the outcome-based education. For the weaknesses, we have here high tuition cost, lack of entrance exam in the BSA program, lack of strong implementation about qualifying or departmental exam, lack of full-time teachers and professors, and the major weakness is getting low passing rate in CPALE. Worst of all is getting 0 passing rate in 3 consecutive years. For the opportunities, not only CPA exam can be taken but also includes CMA, CIA, CTT, and any other licensure examinations that are related to accounting area. Another opportunities is that graduates already have to take the practice of bookkeeping as in C3 passer. For the threats, we have here schools that offer lower tuition cost, schools with high passing rate in CPALE. Responses to the weaknesses and threats. Weaknesses for the high tuition cost. It is really understandable to have higher tuition costs in a university like SPUS. Thus, only schools can amend to that. Second, lack of entrance exam in the BSA program. The accountancy department must establish admission tests at the beginning to those only able to enter the program. In that case, there will be lower chances of course shifters. Third is the lack of strong implementation about qualifying or departmental exam. Qualifying exams must be implemented strictly. Specifically, starting second year, it must be employed. Lack of full-time teachers or professors. SPUS may hire full-time professors so as there will be more hands-on teaching to the students. And lastly, for the low passing rate in CPALE, it is because more graduates, less assurance to the passing rate during board exam, unless majority of the graduates will pass. So if the admission test or the strong implementation for qualifying exam has been practiced since the beginning, there will be lower chances to get low passing rate during board exams. For the threats, that schools that offer low tuition cost. Locally in Surigao City, aside from SPUS, there's only school providing the same course. However, the edge of SPUS is being called as university while the other is not. Thus, it is reasonable for having higher tuition cost than the other school. Second is schools with high passing rate in CPALE. Even though how much strengths opportunities can give by the BSA program SPUS if the passing rate is low, aspiring BSA students will always consider the factor of high passing rate when entering the BSA program in a certain school. Hence, BSA SPUS must elude the occurrence of getting low passing rate by implementing reasonable ways to maintain the standard of the BSA program. The Porter's 5 forces. So this strategy helps to understand the forces which shape the competition within the same industry that BSA program of SPUS is into. So we have 5 forces here: the threat of new entrants, bargaining power of suppliers, bargaining power of customers, the competitive rivalry, and the threat of substitutes. For the threat of new entrants, the threat of new entrants under BSA program is the new institution that will offer a BSA course. For the bargaining power of suppliers, this includes the Faculty of College of Business and Technology and the SPUS administration. For the bargaining power of customers, we have the parents and students. For the competitive rivalry, it is the rivalry among schools which offers BSA course, but locally there's only one rival school of SPUS in the city. And for the threat of substitutes, the threat of substitute products under the BSA program considers the business administration course, particularly major in financial management and other courses. Response to the Michael Porter's 5 forces. For the threats of new entrants, the best response to overtake is to create a barrier against the new entries, such as offering low tuition fees, including extra fees, specialized, attending the needs of every student, and education, the differentiation, and school policies. For the bargaining power of suppliers, the Faculty of Accounting should hire full-time professors, and the SPUS administration should improve the quality of education of the school, includes the BSA program. For the bargaining power of buyers or customers, set high standards for the course, like giving them assessments, exams, qualifying, or comprehensive exam to enable them to eager more with their studies, and thus giving them the sense of responsibility. And of course, to meet with the parents and brief them or give them a grasp about the course or the BSA. For the competitive rivalry, the SPUS is unified with Catholic formation and academic excellence. Adapt the competitive model accordingly and focus on giving more value to the students, such as they're addressing their concerns, provide quality education to improve the passing rate in CPALE. And for the threats of substitutes, it is all about too difficult to prevent. So students may be able to switch or shift to other course which offers better quality of education if the problem occurs to be in the faculty or department. Henceforth, the Faculty of Accounting or Department of Accountancy should offer better quality of education.
Prisoner's Dilemma. If St. Paul University Surigao and its rival offers the same quality of education and with the same standards, then both of them will acquire equal in the industry or market. That is what we call as optimal solution. And in terms of Nash equilibrium, if St. Paul University Surigao offers better quality of education and provides competitive edge against the rival, then SPUS wins and attracts more aspiring accountancy students. Lastly, worst option. If both schools provide not good quality of education and got low academic performance and even in CPA licensure examination, then both of them fail the attraction of aspiring students so as get bad appraisal. In terms of gaining a competitive advantage, so there are three components: assets, resources, appraise resources, and lastly, develop the resources. So assets resources refers to the success factors and resources that would help the BSA program. Second, appraise resources refers to the factors and resources that lack in other schools or institutions. Lastly, the develop the resources, develop and use the identified resources to the best it can be in order to obtain competitive edge. Relation to assets resources, having good facilities includes computer laboratory, library, research materials, etc., and great professors in terms of teaching and practice, and lastly, students who are fully committed to the course chosen. And in terms of appraised resources, there is a collaboration with SAP and Kuiper, and of course in campus there is peer mentoring program and enough facilities suitable for the course. Lastly is to develop the resources, hire full-time professors for hands-on teaching, and send students outside the campus for conventions, competitions, or activities and on-the-job trainings.
Hi, good day, Pulaintis. I am Mitch T. Minglana. I am here to explain two strategies that might help the students towards their learning journey and become more passionate with their chosen course, which is the Bachelor of Science in Accountancy. The first strategy that I am going to explain under the BSA program is the game theory. I quoted a line saying, "Teach the students to greater success." This part entails a strategy for BSA program in developing interactive environment between teachers and students. A focused learning approach which will help the students to develop more of their skills, capabilities, and confidence in learning all the accounting topics. And to do so, game theory approach will incorporate under the BSA program. This approach provides models of situations in which each chosen action will result to different cases, different outcome with a known probability. The objective of this strategy, which is the game theory, is to find the optimal mixed strategy for the teachers or to the professors under the BSA program to ensure the best possible result, giving any mixed response strategies to the BSA students. Instructors or professors under the BSA program engage in a two-person game every day, and that is students-teacher dynamic. The teacher must know what the students would like to learn, so they must design the course to ensure the students learn those things, and that is for instructor's belief. Students, in turn, will decide whether or not to do their part and learn from the course materials given to them by the instructors. And they do so by asking themselves if the materials are of benefit to them either in short or in the long run. And this is their belief, the students' belief. So if the game theory is indeed a strategy for optimal outcome, then the instructor's decisions on the course design cannot rely on their beliefs only, but should take into account the beliefs of their students, and most importantly, students' beliefs about teachers' beliefs. In order to incorporate the game theory in the course preparation under the BSA program, the following questions have to be asked and answered. First, the instructors, professors, or the teachers should outline what are their goals for a particular activities, assignment, or even during discussion session. Is it to elicit a short-term grade effect, or perhaps a precursor on the upcoming topic, or in the long-run effect, which is the retention? Second, how the instructor or professors under the BSA program create a course design that guarantees their goals. Third, design a best action to incentivize students to make a strategic decision to take their course, which is the BSA, seriously and learn all the topics. The next strategy that I am going to present is the competitive advantage using the focused strategy. This strategy focuses on delivering the students the most effective and efficient ways in learning the accounting subjects under the BSA program. This consists of the following strategies, namely specialize, differentiation, core competence, and students' preferences. But first, let us discuss specialize. So this type of strategy under the focus is understanding the needs of the students, where it identify and observe the students to what extent they can cope up with the topics under the BSA program. So every student has a different ways of learning the subject. So it is very important to design the course intended to specialize the need of all the students. Second, differentiation. This strategy under the focus strategy offers a differentiated approach to students that will help them develop their skills and capabilities. The third is core competence. This strategy will develop a specific core which will decrease the number of students who fail the subjects, rather teach them to become more competitive in a friendly way to be ready for their future. The last one is the students' preferences. So we all know that students' preferences in learning the subject is or might change over time. So instructors or professors should provide an alternative learning which will enable the students to actively engage in a particular subject and giving them the pressure, because this pressure could perhaps help them eager to do more and do good with their chosen course. And that is all. Again, this is Mitch Minglana. Thank you.
Corporate strategy is the organization's top strategic plan that describes the company's overarching goals and orientations, as well as how they will be realized through strategic management activities. If it is a long-term, well-defined vision of a company's organization's path. For the BSA program, corporate strategy is really essential or necessary in order to enhance the status and the performance of the course. Through entailing the overall direction of the program, it extracts a great opportunity in the industry. The industry life cycle of Bachelor of Science in Accounting Information System program. In the introductory stage, the school must also raise awareness about the program. Since the program is new to students, there's still a small population of Accounting Information System students who do not have sufficient knowledge about it, and there are not enough instructors who exactly know the nature of the program. So the actions to be taken is that the SPUS BSAIS program must ensure that this new course must be advertised through various online platforms, such as posting it on the school's Facebook page or any other social media networking sites. The school must also hire excellent teachers who knows exactly what the program is and will assist the students in their studies. Second is growth. In the growth stage, the program is already known to students. Some of the students already have the background and knowledge about the nature of this course. Since the BSAIS program is already known, there will be a sudden increase of the students and will probably hire an additional teachers for this program. So the actions to be taken is that the SPUS BSAIS program must continue to provide the students with a high quality of education. To provide such high quality education, SPUS must engage extraordinary teachers to ensure that all BS Accounting Information System students receive the best possible education. The third stage is the maturity stage. It is where the BSAIS students are now in their last years of education. BS Accounting Information System students already have a variety of abilities and knowledge specifically about computer-based system. Hence, this field also contains concepts about businesses, accounting, and computer system. Actions to be taken. The SPUS BSAIS program must ensure that all graduating BSAIS students are prepared to take the CMA examination, and if possible, all BSAIS students must proceed and enroll in the BSA program so that they will have a higher chance to pass the CPA examination, since they are equipped already with different accounting concepts. In the decline stage, the last stage, it is where the number of BSAIS students decreases. The actions to be taken is that the SPUS BSAIS program must continue to provide high quality education to students. If they discover that this program is not growing and no students are interested in it, many students will likely switch to another course.
This is IBT Ecat, the BSAIS student of St. Paul University, Surigao. Today, I will present to you our capstone project. Vision. The BSAIS program of St. Paul University, Surigao envisions developing proficient and ethical accounting information system professionals who have the knowledge, abilities, and dispositions to continue learning and adapting to changes throughout their working life. Mission: St. Paul University Surigao BSAIS program strives for excellence in accounting education via teaching, research, and service. We understand our commitment to deliver high-quality undergraduate education to BSAIS students and to offer them with the chance to continue their study at BSA, who want to work in business, industry, and non-profits, to give graduate accounting education to students who want to work in public and private accounting and pass the CMA and CPA exams, as well as gain additional professional certifications. Core values. First, to maintain trust and credibility with faculty, students, and administrators, we are committed to upholding the highest ethical standards. Second, in accounting programs, we are encouraged to push ourselves to take risks and apply creative ideas and approaches to everything we do. And third, we communicate clear expectations and measurable outcomes. Strategic goals and action for BSAIS program. The first strategic goals is to assess students in obtaining high-quality training for accounting and business careers. The following are the action. First, educators who are highly qualified and enthusiastic. Second, student engagement in on-campus and distance learning is facilitated by instructional technology. Third, interaction between faculty and student should be encouraged. Fourth, performance expectation for students who must use critical thinking skills. Fifth, collaborative learning practices that improve technical, communication, and interpersonal skills, foster a strong work ethic, and promote personal responsibility and integrity. Sixth, evaluation of the accounting curriculum and the overall teaching or learning experience on a regular basis. The second strategic goal is to create a positive environment for students, faculty, and staff. The following are the actions. First, processes and procedures are constantly being improved. Second, policies that promotes openness, mutual respect, collaboration, and trust. Third, activities that encourage faculty and students to be intellectually curious. And fourth, create a code of conduct for faculty members. BSAIS program outcomes. Graduates of BSAIS are expected to be able to: first, to have technical expertise necessary to pass the CMA licensure examination. Second, graduates will be well prepared to enter the workforce as proficient accounting information system professionals. Third, handle business issues and problems in a global strategic perspective using the knowledge and technical skills in financial and reporting, cost accounting and management, management accounting and control, taxation and accounting information systems. Fourth, conduct accounting information system research through independent studies of relevant literature and appropriate use of accounting theory and methodologies. Fifth, employ technology as a business tool in capturing financial and non-financial information, generating reports, and making decisions. Sixth, apply knowledge and skills that will enable them to successfully respond to various types of assessments. And last, confidently maintain a commitment to good corporate citizenship, social responsibility, and ethical practice in performing functions as an accountant.
So now I'll be discussing the corporate strategy of the nature of the BSAIS program. So this program offers general accounting education to students interested in pursuing a professional career in accounting information system. Furthermore, this program adheres to the most recent competency framework for professional accountants issued by the International Federation of Accountants through their international education system. As the result, graduates of this program is eligible to take assessments leading to accounting information system certifications from global professional accounting information system organizations. Accounting information system is a field of study that combines business, accounting, and computer system knowledge. It entails coordinating information technology activities with management operations and decision making, providing expertise in choosing the best software or designing and maintaining the overall information system, assessing the integrity of the system, assisting the efficiencies of the company system, and recommending improvements to assist management in the formulation and implementation of policies and procedures. Accounting information system professionals understand the connections between operational activity, financial resources generation and consumption, and value generation and preservation by collaborating across functions. They play a critical role in ensuring that an effective information system supports organizational performance. Accounting information system professionals are practical and grounded in operational reality due to a combination of accounting, financial, and computer systems expertise, business understanding and analytical skills, and appropriate business experience. So now I'll be discussing the geographical scope. So local and regional will be the primary scope of the SPUS BSA program to enter with. Given the fact that they are almost schools and universities offer BSA program within the area, SPUS also established quality over schools and have the same course. So next is the organization in terms of program development. So in the BS in Accountancy program of St. Paul University, Surigao is a certified member of the Regional and National Federation of the Junior Philippine Institute of Accountants or JPIA. Being a member or has affiliation to the said organizations, accountancy students of St. Paul University, Surigao will develop and improve their skills more and know more knowledge that will be advantageous to the profession. So lastly is the horizontal integration of BSA program. In the BSAIS program, the same in the BSA program, a horizontal integration makes no too. Horizontal integration is a growth strategy specifically in unorganic growth with expanding the business through merging or acquisition. Horizontal integration of companies within the same sector draws organizations looking to access a larger market or offer more products or services. Bringing that concept of the BSAIS program, the SPUS BSAIS program has collaboration from companies while also providing benefits connected to the BSAIS program. It will now provide the SPUS BSAIS program an advantage in attracting prospective accounting information system students. So the first thing is acquiring or merging with another company that operates with the same activity. So here, the BSAIS program in SPUS has collaboration with TESDA, SAP, and Quipper with more effective learning. So next is done because it makes sense from a strategic perspective. So it makes sense in a strategic perspective as the BSAIS program is developing efficient and ethical accounting information system professionals. Third, or because the target company has great potential and has developed a product that's growing faster than the industry. So the SPUS BSAIS program will strive to build a productive of a quality and knowledge in conjunction with organizations organizations such as TESDA, SAP, and Quipper. So lastly, the goal is to gain market share and expand to new markets. So the goal here is to gain a competitive edge over the rival school with having the same course like BSAIS.
Purpose of business strategy. Business strategy is one of the most contentious factors influencing company success or failure. Even if a firm has a budget, sales projections, operational plans, and even aspirations, goals, and objectives, the firm will still be in a serious state if there's no consolidation of the organization's future. Setting a business strategy empowers you to get comprehensive transparency, strategize, and realize better accomplishment than ever before. It helps to strengthen an organizational culture by outlining a clear route from where it is today to where it aspires to be in the long run. Regarding the BSA Accounting Information System program, we cannot dispute the fact that relevant for seeking a job, the entity expects an accounting practitioner to demonstrate a wide variety of personal traits and fundamental abilities that assist the firm to have available feedback based on their employees' behavioral patterns. In such instance, acquiring accounting technical abilities is still relevant, especially if you have a solid knowledge of information technology. Always keep in mind that leadership, information technology, and a strategic background are becoming increasingly important for modern accountants. Here's the efficient ways to maintain the standards of BS Accounting Information System. First, minimum GPA per semester at least 85%. All CMA license courses will be graded at the end, at least 85%. Final grade in all business education courses, at least 85%. Final grade in all general education courses, at least 85%. And in terms of characteristics of ethics and behavior, no disciplinary record, including within and outside of the university, such as stealing, dishonesty, causing damage to property and individuals, and the like. And lastly, the communication skills. A test of English for international communication, speaking, and writing score of at least 860 is required, as well as passing score on equivalent examination.
The second topic is all about the business strategy. The business strategies that have been employed to the analysis of the BSAIS program in St. Paul University, Surigao are the following. First is the SWOT analysis. SWOT stands for strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and strength. SWOT analysis is a method for evaluating these four components in the BSAIS program. SWOT analysis can help in order to make the most of what the SPUS BSAIS has to offer. Through this technique, we also about to know such weaknesses and threats, which will make lower the chances of failing by recognizing where we are weak and removing threats that may otherwise catch us off guard. Second is the Michael Porter 5 Forces. Michael Porter, a Harvard Business School professor, developed the method to assess the attractiveness and potential profitability of a sector. Since its initial release in 1979, it has grown to become one of the most widely used and highly acclaimed company strategy tools. Porter's 5 Forces is a basic but effective technique for assessing and competitiveness of the SPUS BSAIS program environment and determining its potential. This is helpful since when we understand the subtleties in our program that might affect our performance, and we can alter our approach accordingly. Through this technique, we might take full advantage of a strong position or strengthen a frail one to prevent making mistakes in the future. And the third is the competitive advantage hybrid strategy. In general, the hybrid approach allows for the selling of a product at a cheaper price than the rival while still providing good quality. It combines the aspect of distinction and cheap cost to provide customers with competitive products. In application, SPUS is actually providing a reasonable tuition fee while offering a quality of education to the BSAIS students. Henceforth, this technique reveals the competitive edge of BSAIS students from other schools.
Here is the SWOT analysis for BSAIS program. In strength, the SPUS BSAIS program trains students to work as accountants, auditors, or a combination of the two in the field of accounting. Second is features excellent professors that will assist students in becoming more engaged and successful in their studies. Third one is the BSAIS program is only offered at SPUS in Surigao City. The weaknesses: charges in a high tuition fee. Second, since this is a new program, there aren't enough professors. Third one is BSAIS graduates are not eligible to take the CPA licensing exam. They must still enroll in the BSA program. In opportunities, the CMA examination is available to BSAIS students. Second is after completing the BSAIS curriculum, they can enroll in the BSA program. In trades, other colleges and universities that offers BSAIS program. Second, schools that offers a lower tuition fee and providing a high quality education. Responses to weaknesses and traits of SPUS BSAIS program. The SPUS BSAIS program must provide a lower tuition charge in ensuring the students will receive a high-quality education. The institution needs to hire more good instructors to assist and prepare the students with their studies. The last one is BSAIS graduates are not eligible to take the CPA licensing exam. They must still complete the BSA curriculum. Thank you.
The 5 forces of BSAIS, Bachelor of Science in Accounting Information System. First, the bargaining powers of buyers. The bargaining powers of buyers under the BSAIS program are parents, students. Response: set high standards at the course, give them assessments, exam, qualifying, or comprehensive exam to enable to eager more with their studies and thus giving them the sense of responsibility. Next is meet with the parents and brief them or give them a grasp about the course, the BSAIS, the cut of grades, elimination, and retention. Next is bargaining the power of suppliers. The bargaining powers of suppliers under the BSAIS program consider the following: the faculty and administration. Response: high tuition fees, poor education system, and less attentive to students' concern will resort to low bargaining powers of suppliers, faculty, and administration. Next is the treat of substitution products. The treat of substitution products under the BSAIS program consider the following: the standards for a particular course is quite difficult, yet giving them poor quality of education. For-profit universities. Response: difficult to prevent. Students may be able to switch to other universities that offers great quality of education and offering low costs on tuitions and extra fees. Next is the rivalry among existing firms. The rivalry under the BSAIS program is the rivalry among higher education institutions. Response: develop certain strategies that will gain the school a competitive edge against the other universities. Adapt the competitive model accordingly. Focus on giving more value to the students, such as their addressing their concerns, provide quality education. The last is treat of a new entrance. The treat of the new entrance under the BSAIS program is the new institution. Response: the best response to overtake is to create a barriers against the new entry, such as offering low tuition fees, including extra fees, specialized attending the needs of every student's education, different stations, and school policies.
In terms of gaining a competitive advantage, so there are three components: assess resources, appraise resources, and lastly, develop the resources. So assess resources refers to the success factors and resources that would help the BSA program. Second, appraise resources refers to the factors and resources that lack in other schools or institutions. Lastly, the develop the resources, develop and use the identified resources to the best it can be in order to obtain competitive edge. Relation to assess resources, having good facilities includes computer laboratory, library, research materials, etc., and great professors in terms of teaching and practice, and lastly, students who are fully committed to the course chosen. And in terms of appraised resources, there is a collaboration with SAP and Kuiper, and of course in campus there is peer mentoring program and enough facilities suitable for the course. Lastly is to develop the resources, hire full-time professors for hands-on teaching, and send students outside the campus for conventions, competitions, or activities and on-the-job trainings.
So hi guys, I'm here to discuss the competitive advantage using hybrid strategy. So in this lesson, it is much better to focus on a single goal and to do your best to achieve it as opposed to spending your energy to pursue many directions. So this strategy allows the implementation of different policies and will create a different culture developing on the strategy of each student. This kind of solves the problem from a BSIS student's point of view. This consists of the following strategies. First, separate student strategy of learning. So it creates separate student strategies of learning to carry out each of the competitive strategies that students have chosen. So every student have a different strategy of learning. Next is policies. For each student, create different policies and culture that best reflect the chosen strategy. And lastly, the coordinate. So associate the students with the high people that can get them knowledge or coordinate with big companies or firms such as seminars, conventions, and on-the-job training or OJT that the students can feel the real world.